Hello everybody, this is Mark Clark here, and this is Clarky's Closet. I decided to be a little more downbeat on the intro. Thought I might have been a bit over the top for the first 11 shows. And this is Season 2, as I neglected to mention last week, mainly because I happened to record the first 11 together. And so now I'm going to record another 9 to complete the second season. So this second show of Season 2 is also about your system, as was the first episode. For those of you who missed it, or if you have forgotten in the last intervening week, your system had 4 members. Tony, Samperi and Jason Garwood were the guitarists. Tony also sang backup. Julian Clark, or Juz as he's affectionately known, my brother, was the drummer, and I sang bass. Sang bass? No, I didn't sing the bass. Well, it'd be an interesting thing to do. I suppose I could try and sing the bass, but I think you know what I mean. Actually, I started playing the bass for a couple of reasons. A friend of mine suggested that I play the bass, and he told me it had 4 strings. I thought, well, I can count to 4, and he said, you play one at a time, each string at a time. You don't have to play all of them. And I thought, well, I could probably manage that. That's why I started playing the bass anyway. Anyway, I'll tell you more about Cole a bit later on. For now, let me tell you that this album, I think all of these tracks, I think I'm right in saying, were recorded at Earth Media Studios in North Sydney. And I happened to look at the 2-inch tape, which I still have, and it tells me that it was the 1st and 2nd of May we recorded these in 1986. So, without further ado, the first song is called The Big Man, and The Big Man is in fact the father of a love interest I never actually had, but this is a fantasy about it. And it, as I say, it's called The Big Man, and it begins with a nice bit of feedback, and this was our rock band from 1986. Two very fine guitarists, Jason and Tony, and a very good drummer was my brother Julian. Still is. I think Julian's actually playing, or was playing, in an band up in Cairns. He said to me, how old do you reckon the lead singer was? I said, I don't know. He said 90. Well, he was the youngest member of the band, I think, by about 40 or 50 years. No, it couldn't be that much because he's already 60 odd, but you know what I mean. Anyway, let's move on. The next song is called Dreams, and I've always had a thing about dreams. I wrote The Land of Dreams, you may or may not recall, from the first season. The Land of Dreams was about what they are, whether we have them or they have us, and I've always wondered exactly what dreams are. Probably just examining our circuits, but you'd never know. Could be, I got a feeling it's the next big sort of venture out into the frontiers of human knowledge. Dreams might turn out to be something quite different altogether. So this is it, your system with Dreams.
Of light. Is there any reason why we all dream every night? Is there any reason? Do you think it could be hidden in the tumbling sky? Is there any reason? Where do all the dreams fly? What sort of things are dreams that we all live our lives between? Their odors and their melodies. What sort of things are dreams? Is there any reason? Do you think it could be hidden in the tumbling sky? Is there any reason? Where do all the dreams fly? Is there any reason why? Each night our minds are triggered and our bodies paralyzed, as if we've passed a news report into the conscious sky. Lord, is there any reason? Do you think it could be hidden in the tumbling sky? Is there any reason? Where do all the dreams fly? Is there any reason why? The day that is gone is your mind's to roam upon. Is there a reason? Do you think it could be hidden in the tumbling sky? Is there any reason? Where do all the dreams fly? Dream, 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 dream on. Tiny child who tried to catch the sun. The stars beyond were chuckling, my day had not yet come. Lord, is there any reason? Do you think it could be hidden in the tumbling sky? Is there any reason? Where do all the dreams fly? Is there any reason why? The day that is gone is your mind's to roll upon. Is there a reason? Do you think it could be hidden in the tumbling sky? Is there any reason? Where do all the dreams fly? Dream, 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 dream.
I can't remember the name of the engineer that worked on this, and I'm sorry to say it was such a long time ago. I had to look through the notes and I couldn't find his name. I think he did a very fine job. There's a funny story. It was not funny, but he we recorded on one day. I think we probably recorded over 3 days, and I think one was a Friday, and then we had the Monday, Tuesday, something like that. On the Friday, we waved goodbye to him. We said, see you on Monday to continue the session. And when we got there, he was on his knees with knee pads on, wandering around, and sort of, what do you do around a room on your knees? He was doing that. And I said, what happened to you? He had broken both of his feet. He was walking through Darlinghurst, and he was chucking his keys in the air with the abandon of a young man, and the keys just went over a little brick wall, which he thought was just a little brick wall. So he just sort of put one hand on the brick wall, and over he went, a story down into a car park on both his feet. So he was there with his broken feet and wandering around on his knees, and our producer of that time, Colin Ellis, about whom I will speak a little more after this song, was my oldest friend. We went to high school together and lived next door to each other. I used to go across his fence and play music with him. He was a very fine drummer. But I'll tell you a bit more about him after this next song. The next song is called Soft Grey, and it's full of metaphors. I've even used it to teach kids metaphors at high school. See how many you can pick out. It was written in 1985. I was on the way down to South Australia, actually, at the time, to do some work for the education department down there, singing some songs like I Like Penguins and the like for kiddies, and do some live shows. Anyway, that is beside the point, but I wrote this for my then girlfriend, but I'd only been going out with her for a few months in 1985. Now we've been together... Well, how long is it? I don't know. How long can you admit to? Well, 85, 15 years and 23 gives you 38. Oh, my goodness me. 38 years. Where did they go? My wife won a prize on the radio they were asking who made the worst marriage proposal, and she phoned up and truthfully said, my husband decided to propose to me whilst putting out the garbage. I'm rather proud of that. This song is called Soft Grey, and it's for Joanne.
Been from the cold at last we're home. How the wind blows, the nights are mad. Man howling to the moon. Bare trees tremble in the gathering gloom. Finally, my love, we are alone. So take off the phone, the nights are bad. Child screaming for the day. Mad clouds hover on the petulant bay. Oh, try it, keep me from the night. Huddle up beside me till the morning light. From your soft gray upon an autumn day. All soft and gray before the winter. Soft gray upon an autumn day. Oh, oh. Now it is daybreak at last. The storm clouds have passed and left the clean day grey beneath the grey. Oh, busy with the bustle of its autumnal wave. Flies, blaze, umbrellas fly away. Brown leaves bustle on the bitumen way. Soft grey upon an autumn day. All soft and grey before the winter. Soft grey upon an autumn day. Oh, oh. The daylight is here. Tell me, what do you hear? Can you hear birds? Quiet flutter in the skies, and all the wind on the windows as the summer
So Colin, or Col, as he was affectionately known in those days, a fine drummer. He played with me in a band called Black Runner with Jimmy and Danny Atkins, and Danny went on to form the Cruel Sea with Tex Perkins, I believe, and they were a very good band, and you would know of them. And Colin also, you probably haven't heard of Colin, but he became INXS's sound engineer in the very early 80s. And I remember going to see Colin, and I'd go over to his place, we'd have a cup of coffee, and I'd say, what's happening? And he told me one time, we're just playing with Joan Jett. The band's going really well. They'd just gone over to the US. And then next time we were talking, he was back home, and he was saying, we're playing with Adam Ant, and they went from like 3,000 seaters to 6,000 seaters, and then of course up to the 18,000 seaters of Madison Square and the like. And Colin was brilliant. He knew how to mix that band so well. He was a big part of their success, I really believe. In fact, he left at one stage for a short while, and they got him back as quickly as they possibly could because he was, I think, indispensable to the sound that they made. But anyway, it's very interesting knowing Cole because all these stories he'd tell us about the road, fascinating stuff. So that was all very enjoyable knowing Cole, and it was really, really nice of him to come and out of the goodness of his own heart, he produced the songs you're hearing today. So this next one is a rather patriotic little number called, well, I always go to call it Be Proud to Be Australian, but it's actually called It's Not Too Late.
Proud to be Australian. Be proud of it, proud to be Australian. Come on everybody, it's a bus to be Australian. Each one of us living in Australia. Be positive, rise above your failures. Come on everybody, it's a bus to be Australian today. So we say, let's get Australia moving. About where we have been, consider where we're going. Today is somewhere in between. Be proud of it, proud to be Australian. Be proud of it, proud to be Australian. Come on everybody, it's a bus to be Australian today. So we say, be friendly to your brothers. There aren't too many others. We've got a big hungry everyone, you're an Australian. Be proud of it, proud to be Australian. Come on everybody, it's a bus to be Australian. Think and you prophet, act and you fill the and you prophet, act and you fill the day. So quick, tell someone you are an Australian today, now before it's too late. Proud to be Australian. Be proud of it, proud to be Australian. Come on everybody, it's a bus to be Australian today. Now we say, let's get Australia moving. Think about where we have been. Consider where we're going. Well, out of the way, can you be sure that it will stay that way? Tell everyone you're an Australian. Proud of it, proud to be Australian. Come on everybody, it's a bus to be Australian today. Now
brings us to the final song for today. This last song is a very up-tempo song. We used to often play it fairly late or towards the end of our set. And Tony, apart from doing all of the backing vocals, which you've heard quite a bit of in the course of this particular show, he also played the harp, the blues harp, not the harp a la Harpo Marx, but the blues harp, the harmonica, and played it very well. And this features in this last song. And the last song for today is called Time and Time Again.
Like tonight, my love is coming back tonight. My love is just coming home again. Well, there's a railway station, there's a railway track tonight. My love is coming back tonight. My love is just coming home again. Time is the master and he has the key. Time is the master of who. Time on. This time he won't have mastery over me. Time he will bring her to be. Time and time again. Time and time again. Time and time again. Time and time again. My God, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes are working. My God, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes are working. Come along, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes are working. Come along, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes. Time and time again. Time and time again, time and time again, time and time again. This time he won't have mastery over me. Time he will bring her to be. Time and time again. Time and time again. Time and time again. Time and time again. My God, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes are working. My God, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes. Come on, come along, it's Saturday night. My ears and eyes are working. Come along, it's Saturday night, my ears and eyes. Time and time again. 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 Time and time again.
So that's the final song for today. I thank Jason Garwood, Tony Samperi and Julian Jazz Clark for being such good friends to me at that time and for being such fine musicians also. So that's the two Your System shows. There are plenty more rock songs to come later, but I think next week we'll have a change of pace. This has been episode 2 of season 2 of Clarky's Closet. If you'd like to hear any more stuff, just go to markclark.com.au and have a squiz, have a look around, have a listen. And I'll see you next week with some ballads. Bit of a change. See you then.